Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my return subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to my Ozempic Friday, my Ozempic reboot, my weight loss journey, my health journey, whatever it is you want to call it, wherever you are is fine with me. But for those of you who watched my last video, on Friday, I said I wasn't going to be doing Ozempic for a while, and I have since seen my doctors, and they all agree that it's something that I should be on, not only because it's lowered my A1C. Let's see, I went from 6.4 to 5.6 now, so my A1C is borderline pre-diabetic, but I've lost 60 pounds in the process, and I fluctuate. And I've plateaued being on the 2 milligrams, and it fluctuates my weight from 198 to like 190. Now, I was at the doctor's office the other day, and I weighed 190. I came home and weighed myself on my scale, and I was 197. So I'm going by my scale, because that's what I consistently weigh myself on. So if I go down on it, I know that I'm going down, and if I go up on it, I know that I need to watch. And I told you I was going to show you some things that I got from Amazon to help me in my weight loss journey, because even though these medications help curb your appetite and stop the food chatter, you still have to be aware of what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mouth, and what you're eating, because you still have to make healthy choices, better choices, and things like that. So with that being said, I'm going to take my first shot of Ozempic again, and it's a 2 milligram thing. So the first thing you get is a package like this. This is sealed. You open it up, and this is what the box looks like. It comes with literature. Never read it. Not gonna lie about it. Never read it. Not planning on starting to. And then it comes with the pen, which doesn't have a needle in it, and then a box of needles. In your box, you will find 4 needles. They are sealed, and you're gonna remove one, and you're gonna attach it to your pen. It almost fell. So you have to refrigerate this when you get it. So you have to leave it out for about 20 minutes prior to injecting it. Otherwise, it's too thick, and you're not getting the correct dosage and things like this, because this is a pre-filled pen. So you're my mother would kill me if she heard me say that. You're going to take off the packaging, and inside is a little itty bitty needle. You take the cap off the pen, and you're going to twist it on. Then you are going to twist this until you get to the dose that you're on. This is a 2 milligram pen, so that's all I'm going to be turning it to. It's going to stop automatically. In the beginning, you'll be on 0.25 milligrams or 0.5 milligrams, so you have to watch where it's going to stop. You don't want to give yourself too much and worry about the side effects. You're going to take an alcohol pad. Now, you can use this in one of 3 ways, the needle. You can use it in this part of your arm. You can use it in your stomach or your thighs, and you can't use it in the same place twice. So you'd have to, if you wanted to do this arm one day and then this arm the next week, and your stomach, one side one week, one side the other, and the same thing with your thighs, that's what you would do. So we're going to clean off a big area, because we don't know where the needle's actually going to go. You're going to take off the 2 caps. There are 2 caps. Be careful because of the needle. That's the first cap. Do not throw it out. You will need that to dispose of your Ozempic when you're done using it. You're going to put this where you have the alcohol and just press. You hear the clicking. When the clicking stops, you're going to release the top. Leave it in for about 10 more seconds to make sure everything is coming out, and then you're going to very simply take it out. You're going to put the caps back on, being careful not to stick yourself. You're going to take that off. Again, the needle is in there, so be very careful with that. You're gonna put the cap back on, put it in your box, and you're not gonna think about it or worry about the side effects. You are going to forget that you just took the injection and see what happens. After that, you're going to take another clean swab, and you're going to, where you think you might have gotten the needle, you're going to re-clean that part of your arm or wherever you put it. And that is it. That's as simple as it is to take Ozempic, wegovy, monjaro, semaglutide, any GLP-1 medication. That's how easy it is to do. You are going to re-refrigerate it. You're not going to look at it until you do it the following week. I chose to do mine on Fridays, and for me it works out really well because I like Fridays. Who doesn't? Okay, so in the meantime, you can have side effects with all these medications. Some of the side effects are nausea, vomiting, extreme fatigue. Like, you are absolutely lethargic, you are exhausted, just the idea of getting up is a lot. You can have worsening mental issues such as depression and anxiety. You can have pancreatitis, you can get small bowel obstructions, you can have gallbladder attacks, and of course, anaphylaxis would be your worst case scenario. That's why they start you on the 0.25 to make sure your system can handle this, and they don't just go up really quickly with that. I know that different medications have different dosings on them. I haven't used them, so I can't speak about them, but my effects in the very beginning were the extreme poop, the extreme fatigue was horrible, and that was the most of the things that I had. I didn't have the nausea, I didn't have the constipation. Now, now being on it for almost a year, I get the extreme constipation that, and my pain medication just slowed down my motility, something awful. So, and that's how that works. The Ozempic and monjaro, wegovy, and semaglutide, they slow down the motility of your stomach so you stay fuller longer, and it slows things down. And because it slows things down, you can have the constipation with that. I suffer from extreme constipation on a normal basis, so this makes it worse for me, and I can get bowel obstructions. According to my GI doctor and my PCP, they don't believe that it's from the Ozempic because I've been on it so long, but I know you can develop worsening symptoms the longer you are on it also, and these are medications you're going to be on indefinitely. You're not going to stop them, so you have to be aware of that as well. Now, two things that I just got from Amazon. Amazon Fresh. I ordered it. I like to have my stuff delivered. I'm a snob like that. But I get this Hood cottage cheese with pineapple. I told you guys about this. This is a serving size. There's 170 calories per serving. A whole one of these is a serving, so I really like that. And there's one serving per container, 170 calories per serving. There's 5 grams of fat, and there is 40 milligrams of sodium, and total carbs, I believe, are 20 milligrams. Daily fiber is less than a gram. Protein is 13 grams. So I'm getting 13 grams of protein in this, and that is really good because you want to keep up your protein levels as you're losing weight. Otherwise, everything will sag and you'll lose muscle mass and things like that. So this will fill me. At one point, half of this would have filled me, but my eyes, I can eat more than I should, and that's a bad thing. So that's why I'm hoping to go up on my dose, and there should be starting that soon. But this is more than enough for somebody who's taking these medications, especially if you're just starting out and you have the fatigue and you have the full feeling and the noise chatter is down, the food chatter is down. So I really like having this. Then I got 2 salads. This is the Fiesta salad, and this is 1 serving size, is 1 bowl, and there's 280 calories. You get in this one the Fiesta with chicken. You get chicken, corn, cheese, and like some type of cabbage type thing in here. And it comes with the dressing, it comes with the fork. You can even mix your cottage cheese in it if you want to. The dressing is pre-portioned, so you know that you're getting the 280 calories. This is a meal. This is a meal when you're on these medications. I also have, which is probably one of my favorite ones, is the apple walnut salad. And this one has 250 calories. It has the chicken. I never eat the chicken. I don't like it. I give it to my cat. Storm loves it. He's fine. We have blue cheese, fresh blue cheese. We have cranberries and walnuts, glazed walnuts. And I put balsamic dressing on mine, or balsamic vinegar on mine. And so it's probably even less than the 250 calories because I'm using balsamic vinegar instead of the pre-portioned dressing that they give you in here. So I like those as a meal. And I'm very full and satisfied after I eat them. So just remember, you have to still be aware of what it is that you're putting inside of you and how many calories you're consuming. Try and get as much protein in you as you can. That will help. Some people also get dumping syndrome, which is when you eat and you just immediately go to the bathroom. I had that in the beginning. I wish I had that now. It would make my life so much easier. But if you're deciding to do it, if you need any advice, I'd be more than happy to give you my opinion and tell you anything that has affected me personally and people that I know of who have taken it. I know people who have had to get off of it right away because they had worsening mental issues, and they had gallbladder attacks, and it just messed them up a little bit. I didn't have any of that, so I can't speak about that, but I can tell you that if you do decide to go on these medications, talk to your doctor. If you have any side effects, talk to your doctor. They are your best resource. They will help you through this. I can just tell you my opinion, my experience, and I've had a really good experience with it, and I don't want to stop it. So that's my video for today. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. And that's it. So in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you. And that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.